Hey, what's up everybody? It's Seraphic Ghost here, coming at you with my first After Effects tutorial. And what I'm going to be teaching you is something called a vertigo bounce. A vertigo bounce, yeah. I used it in this video, the dualtage I made, and here's an example. See, it's just a cinematic that goes up and back, really cool. It's like, yeah. So yeah, subscribe please. Just throwing that out there. And I just made another example, just like right now. Pretty much the same thing. Goes up and back. Okay, so what we're gonna do to get started, I was laggy, is we're gonna delete this. We are going to drag in our clip. It's the same clip that I used in the dualtage. So that's cool. So what you want to do is when you record the cinematic, you want to have it moving either forwards or backwards, except you do not want it to have any side-to-side movement, as in like shaking or anything, because that'll just mess it up. It'll look all weird. And for some reason I recorded this really crappy, well, not really crappy, just I didn't start it in the beginning. See, there's no movement here, so we want to find right where it starts to move, like right about there. We'll trim it by holding Alt and then hitting left bracket. Bring it to the beginning here, and I'm pretty sure that it stops moving around there. You want to trim it right when it stops moving. Also, whoa, who heard that? Also, now Alt and then right bracket. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So now we have it all trimmed, and then what we want to do now is open up our time remapping. The way we do that is we hold Option and Command, or Option and Control, I believe, for PC. Option, Command, and then T. That brings our time remapping up. And as you can see, we already have a begin keyframe here and an end keyframe over here. But we're not going to use them because we trimmed it, so we're going to make our own. So right at the beginning, we're going to click this button to add a keyframe right at the beginning. And we go to the end and add a keyframe. Wait, I think that's the end. Yeah. And then we add a keyframe there. Yeah, so make good progress. Alright, so what you want to do now is go around where the middle is. So around the middle, doesn't really matter. Drag this end keyframe to the middle. Then highlight this keyframe, copy it, Command C or Control C. Go to the end, paste it, Command V or Control V. See, now what we did is this is now the end keyframe. Well, actually, technically that is, but you know what I mean. It goes up and then back. And I'll just preview that real quick to show you that we're not done yet. Yeah, see, that doesn't look as good as it did in the dualtage, because we're overachievers. So what we want to do is, I guess you can, if you want to make it like slower or faster in the beginning. I prefer to have it a little slower in the beginning and then just like speed up at the end. Just drag it over a little bit more so it's a little slower in the beginning and then at the end. So that's cool. Alright, so to give it a little more oomph, because you know that's just kind of boring, you know what I'm saying? What we can do is make sure our layer is highlighted, press P, hold shift, press S, keep holding shift and press R. That'll bring up these three: position, scale, and rotation. And then what you want to do is keyframe all of them at the beginning, and then we go, oh crap, we have to make sure our layer is highlighted, press U so we can bring up the time remap again. That brings up actually all the keyframed thingies you have. I couldn't think of the word, I'm sorry. Effects, there we go. And then go right where it stops moving forward or backwards, wherever, and then keyframe all these again. And what you want to do is go back to the beginning here, and we can rotate this a little bit. I say about like 10, and scale it up. Make sure it's scaling up from the middle and not from like over here in the corner, because sometimes it does that. Say you have it to make it scale up in the middle. Say it's scaling up over here. You click this and say this thing was over here. Whoa. Yeah, say it was over there, and it would just be scaling up from over there. That's not good. Just hit the pan behind tool and then just drag it in the middle. Well, I'm just gonna undo what I did. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, little quick tip there. Scale it up about there. Make sure it's centered. It's pretty much centered. That's why we brought up the position. And then, since we keyframed it in the middle, it'll be scaled up, and it'll kind of zoom in like, and then it'll rotate, and then zoom in, and then go out. Now, if you really want to make this really extra cool, which I didn't do, but I like literally just thought of it, you can keyframe the rotation again at the end, and then just have it rotate the other way. Or wait. But then you'd have to like play with the scale. Yeah, keyframe the rotation and the scale. Don't rotate it too much. Don't scale it up too much. Like, I guess like that. So that's pretty cool. I've never done that. Let's RAM preview this. That's pretty cool. I mean, you don't have to do that. It's optional. I'm not going to do that for, you know, yeah, just for the simple tutorial. Now, as you can tell in the video, this was a lot faster, and you can't just shorten it by doing this, obviously, but you can, to make it a lot easier, instead of moving all these keyframes, you can just highlight from the middle and this end keyframe and click and drag this keyframe, and it'll all move magically like that if you want to all move at once. Now, what we have here is it moves forward again at the end, so we want to trim it there. Actually, I want this to finish a little faster, so we'll bring it there, and then we will trim it there. So that's cool. That's pretty cool looking. Again, you can make it as fast or slow as you want. It looks a little bad now because it was faster in the video, but you know, it's up to you guys how fast or slow you want to make it. Just a little cool effect. And you know, play around with the scale and rotation and position and maybe a little other effects that I didn't mention, and get the look you want. This is just to show you the basics of the Vertigo bounce, of what it does, how it works, what you can do with it. Oh, another thing, if you wanted to make it to go like the opposite of what it's doing, like to make it go backwards and then forwards, you can either just right click on this, time reverse, but you should do that before you do all these effects, or you could just record your cinematic going backwards, you know, easy as that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you enjoyed, leave a like, and if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. Tell all your friends, subscribe, spread the word, all that good stuff, and yeah, I will see you guys later.